After the huge success of The Rise of Red, which broke a record by getting 6.7 million views in the first 3 days of streaming on Disney Plus, we kinda knew Descendants 5 was happening, right? Well, in February 2025, Disney greenlit the fifth installment and the filming started in March in Vancouver, Canada. Aside from occasional updates here and there, we didn't have much to talk about until now. Today, I'm here to break down the plot, introduce the new cast members, talk about the release date, and of course, the highly anticipated trailer. I've got the news you've been craving for, so let's dive in. First things first, The Rise of Red was an emotional roller coaster and it introduced new plots and magical elements, which I love. Like time traveling? Okay, I'm an Outlander veteran, count me in, I'm so in. But if all those movies and books about time travel taught me anything, I know that there should be massive consequences. And Descendants 5, or let's just call it Wicked Wonderland, should explore just that. Yes, it's official. On May 6th, the official IG page of the franchise revealed the title.
We've got huge news for you guys. The title for the next Descendants movie. Ready? Descendants Wicked Wonderland!
Okay, back to the topic, let's dive into the plot because things are getting wild after the events of the last movie. As you may remember, Red and Chloe worked really hard to stop the events that dragged Bridget, the Queen of Hearts, to the dark side. While doing so, they managed to stop Uliana, the girl who pulled a prank on Bridget and changed her completely. At the end of the movie, we see Red and Chloe returning to their original time, not knowing whether it worked or not. But apparently, thanks to their efforts, the Queen of Hearts never became evil and Chloe's mom, Cinderella, is alive. Okay, so far so good, but what's next? While we don't have every single detail just yet, there's already a lot to unpack. The time travel storyline is definitely going to take center stage in Wicked Wonderland. According to IMDb, when Wonderland plays host to the Kingdom Cup games, Red and Chloe Charming must fight to save everyone from an unexpected villain. The movie's wiki page adds that the fifth installment picks up shortly after the events of The Rise of Red. When the girls return to the original timeline, everything seemed fine, everyone was happy, things looked perfect, but here's the twist. They messed with the past, and you can't just tamper with time without consequences. I'm convinced that's exactly what sets the stage for this new villain. So now Red and Chloe may have to face off against this threat, not just to defeat it, but possibly to go back in time again and stop it before things spiral even further. But here's the question, will going back fix everything or just make it even worse? Let's talk about it in the comments. Now it's time to talk about the cast. Of course, Kylie Cantrell and Malia Baker are back as Red and Chloe Charming, but what about the new faces? Well, this is where it gets even more interesting because we're all familiar with the new characters. Wicked Wonderland brings different universes together and creates something even more interesting. Like we have Alexander Bird as Luis Madrigal. Yes, he's the son of Luisa from Encanto. Since we didn't have him in the movie, I'm curious about his special power. Then we have Liamani Segura as Red's sister, and her name is Pink. Okay, not bad, I guess. But Red is not the only one who's getting a sibling because Leonardo Nam's Maddox also gets a brother. Played by Brandon Tremblay, Max is Mad Hatter's other son. We also have Kiara Romero as Hazel Hook, the daughter of Captain Hook from Peter Pan. But that's not all because Ryan McEwen and Dayton Paradis are cast to portray Captain Hook's ally, Mr. Smee's twin sons, Skirmy and Squeaky. Not gonna lie, I can see why they were chosen to portray the twins. Now I have two more names, Joel Ouellette to portray Robin Hood's son, Robbie, and Xavier Garrett as Dr. Facilier's son from The Princess and the Frog. Here are a few photos of the cast behind the scenes. They look so cute and they look like they're having so much fun together. Now I know many of you will want Dove Cameron to return as Mel, so let's talk about her before getting into the release date and trailer. I genuinely would love to see Dove making a return, but after Cameron Boyce's passing, she repeatedly said she wouldn't return to the franchise. She says, and I quote, "What happened was so incredibly heart-wrenching for all of us and something we could not recover from." And so I think that the idea of making another movie, while it would be nostalgic for all of us and while it would be healing in a lot of ways, it might also be super wrong. Honestly, I get her, but who knows, maybe she decides to show up for a cameo. Imagine her showing up the moment Red and Chloe need help. That would be epic. What about the release date though? Well, the filming continues and it's set to finish before July. Here's a BTS photo from the set showing the rabbit hole. Look how vibrant and dreamy it looks. I can't wait to see it on screen. After July, they will be busy with the post-production, and let's be honest, it'll take some time. All the special effects don't happen with a snap of a finger, but don't worry because the movie is set to release in the summer of 2026. In the trailer, I expect to see everyone happy, like celebrating, laughing, and enjoying their time together at the Kingdom Cup games. Like, I imagine Chloe and Red standing side by side, proud of what they've accomplished in the past and how they managed to fix things in their timeline. But of course, that peaceful, joyous moment will only last until the new villain emerges and begins to destroy and threaten everyone. Seriously, I'm expecting the villain to destroy the Kingdom Cup games, bringing chaos. Like, imagine people trying to run away screaming. After that, I expect to see flashes of intense time travel scenes. Red and Chloe looking distressed, racing against time and teaming up with new allies to fix the mess. And hopefully we'll get a quick sneak peek at one of their epic choreographies, maybe even a clip from For the Win. Let me know what you think about the 5th installment in the comments below and go watch this video next. You'll love it.